Huge spider. Well, I'm trying to go live. Let me see. I don't know who's going to join me today here for a little bit. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. What do you call that? Uh, when people are just ranting. There we go. I'm ranting today. Why am I ranting? Well, number one, I probably didn't get enough rest last night. I know that. I know that I'm a little bit tired. I woke up early this morning. I got so much going on in my mind, just like everybody else. Of course, having pain doesn't help either. Well, I would rather, let me see, what would you, it's one thing to have problems, it's one thing to have challenges and stuff like that. That's one thing. It's one thing to face temptation, right? Like, say you're tempted to go gamble. You're tempted to gamble. You're tempted to gamble, to play the slot machine, to buy a scratcher, to you can even play. Geez, I've even gambled cryptocurrency. Yeah, I've been guilty of gambling cryptocurrency. Okay. Uh, when you have pain, like on top of that, that doesn't really help you focus. So if you have pain, you have troubles in life, you have issues, what have you, you're facing the temptation of gambling, right? You're tempted to gamble, to go wherever you go, whether it's in the casino, whether it's over here, whether it's over there, whether it's betting, whether it's what have you. Having pain in your personal life, having physical pain definitely is not going to help you. It makes the situation worse. It heightens the situation. So you have to really think about, hey, wait a minute, what's going on in my life? What's going on in my life? You gotta get a grip. People don't understand. Like, folks, I want to say welcome right now. I just want to say welcome to you. I'm going to be here for just a few minutes. Santos Jr. here. I guess ranting and maybe reflecting a little bit about people just don't understand sometimes. Hey, Santos. Hey, coach, you should try this. You should do the other thing. You should go over here. You should say this. You should be living for free. You should go down here and you should talk to somebody. Have you done this? Have you done this? There's gamblers out there that are hurting just like me, but they have a gambling problem. See, I don't have a gambling problem. I got a pain problem. My challenge is pain. Yes, it is. By the way, Mark, welcome. I see you there. I'm so grateful for those of you that have really just you know, some of you have reached out to me and you've shared, you've given, you know, you've donated, whether it was $20 or $40. I really, truly, I'm just super grateful for that. You know, I'm not grateful that I'm going through what I'm going through. I'll tell you that. I'm grateful for I'm grateful for what I am going through, but I'm not grateful for the pain that I am going through. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But I'm not going backwards. I'm just not going backwards. I can't afford to go backwards, not anymore. You know, you got to determine in yourself. Look, it doesn't matter whether you're, you know, you suffered an accident, you're losing your leg, you're in the hospital, you're on medication. You have to be determined, like Daniel of the Bible. You have to be determined. I'm not going to defile myself with the king's meat. Well, yeah, I slipped. Well, yeah, I went again. I lost some more money. Well, yeah, I did this thing. Okay. Does that give you grounds to keep destroying yourself? Does that give you grounds to beat yourself down? I say if you're going to beat yourself up, you know? If you're going to do that, beat yourself up, right? Why beat yourself down? What are you getting out of beating yourself down? I don't get anything out of it. Pick yourself up. You be honest with yourself, man. I don't like where I'm at. You know, I know that where I'm at is temporary in life. It's temporary. Yeah, I got to do what I got to do to get through, but no going back. There's no going back. There's no going back. That's the reality of the reality of reality, folks. You have to be determined because we will go through some difficult times. And then, like I said, some people may not understand what you're going through. They may not. Most people are not going to understand you when you're when you're growing through something that you're learning from it, that's making you better. Uh, Maybe it might even seem like you're not thinking about other people because you need healing yourself. So other people don't understand you. And man, these little bugs, there's a big old daddy long leg over there in the corner, but the bugs want me. Go over there and get to that cobweb over there. These, that's the thing about being out in the where there's a lot of trees and stuff. It's a lot of bugs. And I'm not a bug man. No, no, no. I'm not a bug man. So, anyways, how's the world out there today? Is anybody alive? I said I got a few minutes left. Yeah, probably a few minutes left. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I got to go get some laundry done today. You know, I'd rather just sit around and take one of those little pills and just sit around and let this pain just try to sleep it away, but it doesn't work. You got to get out there and you got to do shit, you know? You got to do things. You can't just sit on the couch like a potato and you know, you can't do that. You got to push yourself. But Santos, what kind of I hurt too, man. Yeah, everybody's hurting in one way or another, you know, all over the world. There's a song, it's titled All Over the Jeff Lynne, Electric Light Orchestra. Boy, I haven't heard that in a long time. That just came to my mind. All over the world. Anyways, shout out to Jackson, man. Yeah, I'm just out here relaxing a little bit before I go do my projects, things that I gotta do. Um, I wish I was in better. Uh, I don't know what you could say. Better. I wish I was in a better condition. I mean, I'm gonna get better. I know that. That's a fact. I'm going to get better, but unfortunately, right now, man. Whew. Never realize how one arm and fingers and shoulders can exhaust the body so in such a great way, man. Uh, you never realize it until it happens, and people that don't understand or don't know what you're going through can easily provoke, you know, a slap on the shoulder. You know, you get around the wrong person, and it's just that's why it's best to stay away. for me, for me, it's best to just stay away from people as much as possible because all I need is just a slap on my shoulder, and I tell you, I'll feel like I'll feel like grenades went off, you know, and I just don't need that. Nobody else needs it either. Plus, when you get shocked like that and you're in pain, it causes you to think. It causes you to react. We have to respond to situations, correct? Right? We have to respond. But if you're not careful, you react. Well, why do you react and you don't respond? Because you weren't thinking about these things before. You weren't. They're not a part of your thinking process. Well, there's scenarios that happen in life. There's things that are going to happen. There's things that you know that can possibly happen. Well, Santos, can you tell the future? Yeah, I can tell you your future. I can tell you your future. If you're going down the wrong path and if you're doing a bunch of the wrong things, you're probably going to fall into a pit somewhere, right? So you can kind of tell your own future, really. Is that psychic? No, not really. It's just common sense. But if you want to call that psychic, we we all are psychic, man. Man, I'm just trying to make the best of some pain, brother. That's all I'm doing. I'm Today's a tough day for me, I guess, pain wise. You know, it's all about, and I'm a glutton for punishment. So what do? I get into the little weight. Yeah, I get into the little weight, and I try to push myself as much as I can because I don't want to lose everything here. You know, my grip, the feeling. I gotta go put something in my stomach here in a little bit before I go do my work. Anyways, I can't see who's here. Let me see. Strength. Hello. Sob. Sob, peace, and strength. Hello. Santos. Hey, thank you for mentioning my name there. sob, sob peace, huh? What the heck? And strength. There you go. Strength, man. Love the word strength. Well, I enjoy saying it. Strength, strength. It's a powerful word. You can even turn it into a song, right? Strength, strength. The word strength. So I like that. I don't know. I'm curious about everything, I guess. I'm like child. I have like childlike faith. People say I'm crazy, just doing the thing. Well, they try to give me all kinds of advice. La da 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 da. Yeah, who sings that song? People think I'm crazy. Oh, that was John Lennon. Yeah, I think it was the Beatles. People think I'm crazy. They try to give me all kinds of advice. I'm just watching the I'm just watching the wheels go round and round. It really helps me think and grow. Hanging out on the porch on with no stereo. Oh, I just gotta let it go. I just gotta let it go. Anyways, yeah, what's up, Gary? Gary, Mr. Gary. Yeah, some people think I'm crazy. I don't know if those are his words or mine, but anyways, I'm just here at a friend's, Diamond Springs, California, as I transition into a place of safety that I can call my home, or a bachelor's pad. Well, kind of a bachelor's pad. It's gonna be my place. Nobody can come in there and say, "Hey," nobody. They'll have to knock at the front door, and I'll say, "Who is it? Who's at my front door?" It's family. Close my curtains up and go away. I really truly want to help people that want to help themselves. You know, I don't have the time anymore. I don't have the time, and I don't have the space to try and work with people that want to take advantage of me, or take my kindness, stretch it out as far as they can. Strange. What isn't strange? When people or certain individuals try to, it's almost like they're trying to convince you. They think that they're having a conversation with you, yet they're really trying to convince you, and you know that they're trying to convince you, and you're even politely telling them, "Look, I'm not buying what you're selling, even if it's free. I'm really not buying that, because I know who I am, right? I know who I am. What makes you think that you can try to tell me that what I believe, or what I think and know, is not good? Uh, it's it's perverted, you know. What gives somebody the right to do shit like that? Like, to try to convince you that you're not right, man. That there's something wrong with you. I'm not. I'm not buying that, folks. I'm just not buying that. Maybe I did. There was a time that I would buy that, and it would really confuse me, and then I would go gamble. I would go gamble, and that's like insanity. That's like that's insanity. Like that's like a magic, like somebody trying to put a magic spell on you. Like, wait a minute, you want me to forget about what I know is 100% accurate? You want me to forget about my experience? You you want me to believe that 10 years or 15 years of being at some place hasn't impacted me? Wow. Isn't that amazing? It really is that somebody would try to, you know, I don't need my mind changed. I don't need my mind changed. My mind is moving in the right direction. My mind needs to change opposite of what you're telling me. Exactly. Anyways, I can, yeah. You certainly helped me stop the gambling. It was hard, but the life I now have is ones I never thought possible. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ. Exactly, Gary. Exactly, man. That is good. That is fantastic right there. See? People think I'm crazy. They might think the same thing of you, Gary, right? People think Gary's crazy. No, he's just doing the right thing. Well, everybody tries to give Gary all kinds of advice, but what do you do with it? Anyways, I got to get off the airwaves because I know I'm running out of time. I got about a minute and the battery's going to die. And I got to go get some healthy in my system, some protein so I can go wash, do some clothing, and